and welcome to another session of Marketer Access. This is where we answer questions about digital marketing, but today we're having a special focus on how to convert clicks to customers. So it's a popular topic amongst my clients and people that I speak to. They do online marketing or they do digital marketing, but they are getting the clicks and they're wondering why they're not getting customers. So that's a little bit about what I'm going to focus a little bit more about today. But if you have any questions along the way, please feel free to put them in the comment field or in the chat field. We are live from a few different channels. We are live on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn. So whichever channel you're signing in from, just pop the questions in the comments below, on the side, or whenever that is, and we will attend to them as well. If it's about click to customers or if it's about something else, doesn't really make a difference. I will try to answer whatever questions you might have. So let me quickly get my presentation up here. I've just prepared a few slides for you guys so you have something to follow as we speak. Give me a little second. I need to share my screen with you guys. So it's really about how to convert click customers. We, as I mentioned, we focus a lot of social media agencies, a lot of marketing is revolving around the clicks, but not really how to generate clients out of those clicks. And this is also where marketing gets a bad reputation. That it's just something we spend money on, we don't know where it's going, and it's one of those necessary things, but it doesn't have to be that way. Let me quickly see if I can get this up. It would help if you click on the right buttons. You should soon be seeing something here. Let me take all my design away. Let's see, it's loading. There we go. We got it. So it's, again, how to convert clicks to paying customers. We need to get the clicks. We need to get the customers. And how do we go about that? The ad itself doesn't necessarily do the trick. So we need to figure out what's going on. Yeah, and then it's just about me. What do I do? Literally, why should you be listening to me? I run a marketing agency. We are based in Cape Town. Love helping small businesses really understand marketing and the whole picture of marketing, which is exactly why we're talking about how to convert clicks to customers. So that is something I am very passionate about and completely will nerd out on today. Digital online advertising is different than offline advertising. Online purchase behavior is different than offline purchase behavior. So advertising your business might take people to your website or landing pages. So people do know that you need to have those in place, but very often the people that click on your ads don't turn into customers. And the reason is not that your product is bad or your ad is bad, is based on online purchase behavior, how people make purchase decisions online. So a few things to start with. The ad needs to take the potential customer to a tailored landing page, to a page that is really targeted to receive that traffic. So if I'm trying to promote my LinkedIn services, there's no point of sending people to my homepage, because my homepage just has a little slider banner that talks about LinkedIn, but it's not really, it's talking about digital marketing as a whole. If I'm running an ad where I want people to go to my ad is talking about my LinkedIn marketing, my the traffic that I'm directing and the page that I'm directing the traffic to needs to end up on my LinkedIn services page. Same thing if I'm trying to advertise automation, then I want people to land on a page about automation, not my LinkedIn page. So it's important that you tailor your landing pages, knowing where you drive your traffic to. A typical example is if someone comes to us and say, I want you guys to do my social media marketing. And then we also, in that, we look at where do we drive traffic to. And if some clients might, but you're not really responsible for my website. So but don't talk about my website. I want to know, I just want you to run my ads. While for us running the ads, looking a little bit more holistically on it, it's super important where we drive that traffic. It's essential that what we say in our ad have a messaging that goes through to the page that we drive the traffic to as well. So that page should make it easy for the visitor to either buy or leave the details. We need to capture someone's details. We need to identify them as a lead more than just being a click, because we know that they click. We know that they clicked. The ad told us that they clicked. Google Analytics, something is telling us that they have clicked and they visited our website. But from there on, very few people take action to capture somehow those details and be able to nurture them. So to be able to convert more of your visitors, you need a way to communicate with them over time. So that's why you need to get their contact details. And very often to get that, you should be using something we call a lead magnet, or anything of value that you can give to the person there for them to give you the details back. People are not stupid. They know that if they leave the email address, you're most likely to email them. Respect that and email them with things that are relevant. If someone is showing interest in your business about milk, don't send them information about your business that is evolving around running shoes. Send people relevant information. Or from in my business, if someone has shown interest, for the same example, my LinkedIn services, I might not want to talk to them about automation in marketing, because they might not understand what that is, and it will be perceived as completely spam. But I need to know that this was a person interested in LinkedIn marketing, so then I should communicate to them about the benefits of LinkedIn marketing. If someone has downloaded my ebook about 22 things to automate, chances are that they're interested in automation, and I should talk to them about automation and not necessarily everything about LinkedIn marketing, because they're not ready for that. So I need to have the contact details. So for example, as a lead magnet for automation, we have an ebook called 22 Things Every Entrepreneurial Business Should Automate. And we give that to people for free for them to give. When they download it, they leave the email address and their first name, so we can make it a little bit more personal. What do we know about that person? We know the first name, we know the email, and we know that they're most likely interested in automation. And that's what we should communicate about. So lead magnets can be different, can be free advice, can be a free consultation, it can be ebooks, it can be guides, it can be a lot of different things, whatever is appropriate for your business. For if you're selling an item, you can't necessarily give an item, but you can give, say you're selling your running shoes, you can give top 10 running techniques, something like that. Or the best way in Cape Town can be the best running trail runs in Cape Town, something like that. That's something of value to someone who's interested in running. That is then something you sell product for. That would be a good lead magnet. So you have a few tools in your toolbox. You have more than the tools that I'm going to talk about here, but here are some of them. We have already mentioned a lead magnet. Lead magnet is important to attract the right client. You need to have lead capturing. And this is something, again, people fall through on the lead capturing. So they know that they need to advertise. They might have the lead magnet, but are they capturing the leads? Are they just giving away something, or are you capturing the leads? So having some kind of systematic approach where you are capturing leads is very important. because then that allows you to nurture leads. What is nurturing? It's building a relationship. And I'm going to go into each of these ones as well. But it's building a relationship with your prospective buyer. And you might say, oh, but I just want to sell to them. Well, then you need to change your mindset to that. We are here to learn how to convert clicks to customers. And if you're on the mindset that you want to sell on the first date, it's not going to work. You need to build trust, and we're going to talk about how to do that. Lead nurturing is a tool that you have. A CRM system, I highly recommend. Excel sheets will fall through. We deal with a lot of clients that then start off with having Excel sheets, and it does become messy, and we show them how many leads fall through the cracks and how much business they actually lose when we systemize this in a CRM system, which is also one of the things that we do. Then so value. You might have one, you might not have one. There's a lot of systems out there, but we'll talk about that as well. But we'll also talk about what you need to look for in one. Referral campaigns. This is something a lot of people forget. You have so much potential to get more business out of existing business. People do not utilize this enough at all. So we'll talk about referral campaigns, and we'll talk about know when to follow up. These things are all related to how to follow up, how to be more efficient, not letting leads falling through the cracks, and it's all related to converting clicks to customers. Why spend a lot of money on ads if you're not putting the effort into converting those? Very easy to say, oh, but I got so many clicks, or for your social media agency or advertising agency to say, oh, you got all these clicks, but at the end of the day, you want business. So that's what we're going to dive a little bit more into. So first, which we do need to do, is to generate traffic to your websites. This is, again, what people often know that they need to do, but we're going to talk about to conversion, how to convert. I've highlighted a few things to do that you can do. So I'm talking about, in this session, I'm really focusing on the whole journey from click to customers. We also have to include how to generate clicks. And I'm highlighting a few things. Organic content. What is organic content? It's not grown in a pot plant. It is things that you do not pay directly for to a platform. Like advertisement, if I go to number 2, there is paid. So you use what we call ad spend, advertising spend. You pay Facebook to show your ads. You pay Google to show your ads. You pay Instagram to show your ads, but you pay them directly. So that is advertisement. Organic content is more blog posts on your website. We often talk about SEO, search engine optimize, which means that when someone puts in a search term in say Google, you will come up not because you paid Google to be visible, but because your content is attractive to that search. So that is what organic content is. You can have it many ways. Here's a few. You can have them blog posts on your website, typical, and you can also have hashtags on social media. But it's basically about generating content that is attractive to the reader. So they will find you by you having great content. And then you have the advertising where you pay to have that content placed. A combination of both is most likely going to give you the best results. But keep in mind, a click is not a sale, and a like is not a sale. So we need to take it one step further than just advertising. Very few people, again, will buy the first time they visit your page. Think about it as a relationship. First time you get to know someone, they're not going to be your best friend. You are just getting to know them. You need to figure out, do I even like to talk to this person? It's a trust building phase. Same relationship. You don't marry someone on the first date unless you're on one of these reality shows where they sort of do. But actually, in those shows, they also have always this, even if they've never seen each other and they get married, they always a pre-phase where there's a trust building. So there's always a trust building in any type of relationship that is built. Is a trust building phase. That's when we buy online as well. We build relationships and we buy online. That's how it's become. So lead capturing. Let me take my picture down just so you can see the whole graphic here. Again, now we're getting into how to get these clicks to become customers. 96% of your website visitors will most likely not buy the first time they visit your website. So basically, most of them. And you say, "Oh, but my buyers are the other 5% and the other 4%." Well done to you. But let's do a reality check that the remaining 96% is not doing it. So there's probably a lot of potential to convert more people. And to be able to convert them, you need to make sure that you have the opportunity to interact with them over time. So you need to have the opportunity to build that relationship that we talk about. And what do? We generate leads. Lead generation is the process of generating traffic and capturing the contact information from those potential customers. Not just getting the click. They're only a lead when you can identify them in some way. It can be a pixel, it can be an email address, it can be anything, or different things. Here's an example. So you might be running an ad on Facebook. The person might click on the ad. They're coming to your tailored landing page. We're talking about what we call the customer journey here. So we don't want any friction. We want that landing page to talk about the same as it did in the ad. On that landing page, ideally, we're capturing the leads so that we can nurture them into becoming a lead. I think I have this coming up one more time as well. So that is lead capturing. You cannot nurture a lead if you haven't captured a lead. How do we collect the contact information? We have web forms on our website, the contact forms, various web forms. You might have a pop-up, whatever you have. Specific landing pages. They can live on your website or off your website. You can run competitions. People love competitions. It's a great way to generate some traffic. A lot of other things as well. Some kind of lead magnet that leads to you getting their contact information. So again, most likely you have to give them something for free. Some examples can be discount code on first purchase. That is if you typically have a product that you purchase. Free information, for example, interior design ideas, or I was talking the top 5 trail runs in Cape Town. Free add-ons. So get a free mascara when you buy your first product, like a beauty product. Things like that is lead magnets where you get that, you're leaving your details. Or you can sign up for something as well. But you need to make sure that you are capturing that data in then ideally a CRM system, which is our next step, CRM system. So you do need to capture your contact information in a system that can also ideally help you segment that information. What do I mean by that? Understanding, in my example, within what we're offering, is someone interested in automation? Are they interested in LinkedIn marketing? Are they interested in CRM, for that sake? What are they interested in? But I need to make sure that I capture them, because we show clients again and again how much is falling through the cracks by not capturing. So we will show them, like, this is how many people you got into your CRM, and it's a lot more than what you've done, what you would have gotten if you didn't have CRM. So we are, and the reason why we have this big Keep here, we are Keep certified partners. Doesn't mean that you have to use Keep. You don't have to use Keep to work with us. If you don't have a CRM system, I can recommend Keep as a system, but there's a lot of systems out there. The most important thing is that you find a system that works for you. Here as well, in this, you will see a little link for try and Keep 3 months if you want to do so. If you have any questions, remember, about CRM systems, if you have another one and you want to see how it compares, just pop them in. And for you guys watching replays, just message us and we will help you navigate that landscape. What should you be looking for? The system should allow you to automate processes. In this converting clicks to customers, there's a lot of things that you should be doing. And don't blame yourself if you're not doing all of them, but automating some of these processes really helps you streamline that conversion process. For example, automatically sending an email with a lead magnet that you promised them and adding them to the right nurturing campaign is something very basic. can be 100% automated without much effort. So you're saying, come here, download this ebook, 22 things to automate, and then it takes them 3 days to get the ebook because you're so busy. And we think we're not busy, but we are. Now I'm going to show some stats on that later as well. By segmenting your contacts, you can also focus on upselling and asking clients for referrals if they are existing clients, or you can nurture clients differently than leads. You can also segment people on who's leads, who's clients, who's interested in this, who's interested in that, and you can really segment your communication based on that. That will ensure that your communication is not perceived as spam, because no one likes spam. No one likes to be spammed. We have too little time and too much impulses to bother about spam. So the better you are at segmenting, the better your conversion will be, which is the topic of the day, is conversion. Again, one such system is Keap. There's a lot of systems out there, but ideally you want to look for a CRM that also allows you to segment and automate. Again, any questions about that? We do deal with a lot of other CRMs as well. We have clients in other CRMs, so we do know a lot about different systems. Don't be scared of the system. The system is your friend. The system is preventing you from losing out of business. Landing pages. I was talking about them in the introduction, and I'm going to mention them again because it's one of the tools that we have. They should be ad specific. So I'm showing here a few examples of landing pages. I know you can't see the details, but I'm just going to talk you through a little bit, unless your screen is super big. Or you might have me on that massive screen on your office and everyone is sitting and watching this, of course. But if you can't see it that easily, here's a few examples. So what I've done, this is a few templates that I got from Keap. So Keap has a landing page builder as well. And they give you various, actually quite a lot of templates that you can choose. So you don't really need to be a designer to do this. You just either use template that is there, or you create your own templates. Really nice, easy drag and drop stuff. So these are some examples. Here's a free chapter of an ebook, and it comes with a book upsell. So here or maybe it's actually a full book. So this is just a template. It's not something we have created. It's you get the first chapter for free, and then you can buy the rest of the book. Here we have a digital agency lead gen. So it's just categorized how Keap has categorized them. Here you can get anatomy of a landing page that converts, what you need in a landing page that converts, and you can download that resource. Here we have a video library subscription. So you can subscribe to a video library. Here we have something which is a one-time offer. So you might be selling products on your website, but for certain people, you might want to give them a special offer at a certain time in their customer journey. You don't necessarily want that offer to be on your website because it's going to be exclusive to that person. So you can create an offer that only lives on this specific landing page. They need to have the URL to get to it. They can only buy it there. So that is great for landing pages as well. Say you're running a closed promotion on a specific product to a very specific target group, and you want them to have a special deal. You know that they can check your price on the website. On the website, it might says let's see what this is, $89.99, while this landing page is giving you a super good deal on $39.99. So then you only want the people coming through that ad specifically to get that, because you know that they can check the original price of the website. So that is examples of very specific landing pages. Here's an example of one that we created. Here again, we just used some widgets, pulled in some widgets, and we created it ourselves. It's for a webinar sign-up, webinar registration. Webinar is also great lead gen, because you get people, you can add value to their lives and you get the leads. So that is ad specific landing pages. Really enhances the buyer's experience of why they are reaching out to you. There's an example of how this looks like in an automation. In the ebooks, I said automate your processes. This is a free ebook download automation. So the first blob here, you don't really need to focus on what it is. I'm going to walk you through it. This is a landing page which invites you to download an ebook. Then we automatically inside here, we send the ebook, but we send it in 2 different emails. So we don't always send people emails when they feel like receiving them. So it's sometimes good to send mails more than once. But if they did click on the first email, they are not receiving the second. So this little thing is making sure that if they click to download the ebook in the first email, they will not receive the second email. If they didn't download the ebook in the first email, they will receive the second email. We will not go on and nag them forever to download this ebook, but we will tell them twice. Then thereafter, we put them in the respective and appropriate nurturing campaign. So this is exactly the example that I was talking about earlier. Having an ebook lead capture, delivering the ebook automatically, giving them 2 emails to give them a chance, and then putting them into the respective nurturing campaign. This is completely automated. Just does the job for you, and and you can have notifications, obviously, because it's quite. Oh, so here's a new lead. Someone downloaded the ebook. You can put them in your pipeline. There's a lot of stuff you can do around it. Then we have lead nurturing. Just gonna have a little bit to drink. Lead nurturing, again, important. Now we've captured the lead. We've done the ads. We captured the lead. We might have done landing page. Whatever we've done to capture them, we are ready to nurture them. There are many types of lead nurturing you can do. I'm going to focus on 2 of them because I could have had a whole live about lead nurturing as well. But one is retargeting. And what is that? It's advertising to people that are already aware of your business. And if you're new to marketing and do a little bit of done a few ads and you're wondering where the money is going, you might not have been thinking about retargeting. And why on earth should you be doing it? Because this is people that have already met you in some way. You're building that relationship with them. They have shown interest maybe in your ad. They might have visited your website. So they have some kind of interest in you, but they didn't necessarily take a purchase action. So you want to make sure that you keep on top of mind for these people to build that relationship. So some people might say, oh, but that's a waste of money because I already spent ad money on them. If you spent, call it 100 Rand or 100 whatever currency you have on getting them to click on your website and they did not buy, why on earth would you not spend, so retargeting is often cheaper, another 20 Rand or another 20 currency to increase the chance of them purchasing? You're spending more money, but you're drastically increasing the value of those first 100 that you spent. So retargeting is great. It's great to use display things. So sometimes you might have been on a website. So here in South Africa, we have a service you can buy online called Takealot. And if you've been to look for a product on Takealot, you see that product keeps on following you on various channels. It follows you on Facebook, follows you on pages on Google, and you're wondering, how did that know? And then they follow on YouTube. And that is retargeting. So they're reminding you that once upon a time you were interested in this product, but you probably didn't buy it. And they will have made sure that they put it so that you didn't buy it. Actually, I might have seen that they show me products that I have bought as well. But anyway, they are reminding you that this is something you're interested in. They're not spamming you because you showed interest in this product. So retargeting helps you show up in front of the people that originally were interested in your product. And there's other ways to do it as well. You can retarget people that are following your Facebook page, things like that. So that is retargeting, and you have, well, it's retargeting in a nutshell. You can also go and read a lot more about that. And then we have email marketing. And I'm definitely not talking about spam. 2 weeks ago, my live was about, and you can go back and watch that if you want as well, was about email marketing, how to do efficient email marketing, what you should think about, because we do get a lot of questions about that as well. Most important thing is do not spam people. It's still one of the most cost-effective ways to keep in contact with prospects, and it is very effective. It's not very effective if it's spam, but it's effective when it's not spam. The key is to send the right information at the right time to the right person. So there again, back to our CRM and our capturing, we want to know which ad did they come through? What did they show interest in? What did they click on? Which landing page did they land on? And I capture them. And then to the nurturing, what must I send them of information? What would be valuable to them? When we're talking about email content as well, and let me share a resource that I have on that you should go and check out. I've called this writing for the customer, and it's not my article, it's someone else's article, but it's about how to write for the customer. Do not think about what you want to tell the client. Or the potential client. Think about what they want to hear. So this article here, is very short. It really gives you a few tricks at the end. Go and check it out afterwards. And maybe write down the name, go and check it out afterwards. It's a really nice article, because we're not done with the nurturing, but it's nice to use, how to write for the client. Segmentation, so you need your CRM to segment, so you can really have good email marketing to them, send the relevant information. So that is super important. Again, further on to lead nurturing is not only newsletters. So people writing newsletters, they can become spammy. They can be perceived as spammy. You have your newsletter and you are so proud because you spend so much time on writing this newsletter that you just can't wait to send it out to everyone. Problem is that everyone is not just sitting there waiting to receive your newsletter. And they might be receiving another 4 or 5 newsletters at the same time. So get over yourself and your time that you're spending on getting this done. Get over the money that you spent on designer and copywriter, whatever you've done. If you've done it yourself, just get over that, because that has no value to the person receiving. It has value if you can send the right segment, send the right information to the right person in your database, and make that person feel that you are writing slightly more to them, not only to blast out your information about you and your business. So that is what we're trying to achieve with your email marketing. Standardized monthly newsletters to your customer base might not be the right way. It can work. There's ways and it can work, sending information. Most important thing is that you understand who you're sending it to. So ideally, you want to tailor and streamline your communication, knowing who they are, which ad they come from, etc. Create fictional buyers personas. We call them ideal clients. We call them all kinds of things, but knowing who you're writing to is the big clue. Trigger campaigns is what I showed you earlier as well, where something happens because the person did something. So they filled in a landing page, which triggers that we send in something. Automate this, because you will not do a very good job on the nurturing if you think you're going to do it one-on-one. We do think that we will be very good at doing it, but I will show you some stats later that will show you that we don't. And I've been working in sales as well, so I'm not trying to bring you down. You can stroke your ego, but I'm trying to help your business and make you better. So that's have an open mind about this. Also remember that you can nurture your actual customers to get repeated orders and get additional purchases. We tend to think that we don't have to do anything. Okay, we got the purchase. So we are focusing on click to customers here today, but why not keep in mind that we can get more business out of our existing business as well? So just keep that in mind. Um, same as same as any relationship as well. It doesn't start. If you meet the person in your life, you first of all you don't know that on the first date. So you meet them. You might know, but the point is that you don't get married straight away. So you engage with them and you spend time with them and you confirm that yes, I do like this person, and you might propose to them and you get married to them. And it's not like you just close the door. Okay, we got married. Boom, boom, boom. Move on. That's when it starts. So that is exactly what we're talking about with nurturing your existing customers as well. It can only get better if you nurture it. So nurture your existing customers as well. You will get happiness. You will get repeat orders. They will recommend you. They will talk nicely about you, etc. So do that to your existing customers as well. Lead nurturing allows, when you automate, it also allows you to measure the effect. Identify things that work for you. Again, with segmentation, it will help you. Remember, you're allowed to repeat something that works well. It's not like, oh, that worked really well. Let's never do that again. If you had a fantastic Black Friday offer, you don't have to wait until next year to run. You have to maybe wait to run a Black Friday offer, but learn from that and write and do a similar offer. Maybe you do a Christmas special. Maybe you do a New Year boomer. Maybe you do a summer sunshine promotion. Call it whatever you need to call it, but repeat things that work well and try it in different segments. Don't be discouraged if something does not work well. Remember the part about nurturing. You might not nurture enough. You might not nurture the best way, but you will learn as you go. Always look for ways to improve. And then we are to my sales stats. I don't know if you can see these sales stats, but it doesn't really make a difference because I'm going to talk you through them. These stats are stats that one of my old sales managers from quite a while back showed me, or us, the team or a team. And it really is very true. You can find stats showing the same thing, similar stats, but the clue is spend time on leads that are ready to buy. This is where automation is great as well. So you can automate a lot of the process that you don't need to spend time on. Make it easy to buy. We go through again. Sometimes we have social media contracts, and then we start looking at the website we're driving the traffic to. And yes, there is some kind of e-commerce there that there's a buy now. There's something there, but we can't see it within 3 seconds. So we tell the client, "Oh no, the buy now needs to. We can't find the buy now. Where's the buy now? Oh no, you just need to scroll there and you click there and you go there and then you find it." And then already you lost us because it wasn't very easy to buy. So don't want to create friction for your potential buyers. We want them to buy. Then we have remember to follow up on leads. So as salespeople and people, we like things that makes us feel good. So in a sales process, having a lead that is just, oh, we're just about to close it, we're going to spend time on that person. And again, to the first bullet point, spend time on leads that are ready to buy. But in that process, if we don't have use automation and structure our overall sales process for all leads, we will get so absorbed in that person that is ready to buy that we forget all the other guys that are potential clients. We're talking about converting clicks to clients. So there might still be a click, but we need to work on those to become clients as well and not get too absorbed in only the people that are ready to buy. Again, there's a lot of things we can automate. More being aware of the process actually helps you improve the process. So the top stat here is 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. And you can say if you're running your own business or if you have a sales department, whatever you do, like, oh, no, that's nonsense. I always follow up with my prospects. Of course you do, because it's your business. But truth is that a lot of them falling through the cracks. And most of those percentage, it's a few things. It is fear of failure. that we don't actually contact them because we don't even know if we dare to. Typically in a sales team, more if it's your own than if it's your own business. Like, oh, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not sure if they're ready to buy it, so they don't follow up because they might not be ready to buy. And the other one is lead capture. So we don't capture someone's details, so they end up with maybe an incoming email, and we never follow up with them because we were busy with that super hot lead or that proposal that we were busy with. So that's why 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. And if I jump a little bit down, we have, because this is when it becomes interesting to see in perspective, only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. It's very true. And I know that, especially from not working in a CRM system. So at this point, with the sales department, we're working in Excel sheets. And yeah, you do have your prospects there, but you're not very good at following up with them systematically. I mean, not only the hot leads. So 10% of salespeople give up after 3 contacts. Imagine now if you could automate some of these things, so you already got more contact points. Because why do you want that? I'm going to add the bottom 2 here. 90% of sales are made on the 4th contact and up. In my CRM system, I can see that at least 15 contacts. And you're like, what? 15 contacts? Yes, but some of it might be downloaded the ebook. One of them might be delivery or it's registering on the landing page, downloading the ebook. I sent them follow up on the ebook. Did you see that chapter? What was the one that did you automate? Here is a video of the first automation. This is my favorite automation. A lot of these things can be automated. So, but it's quite a lot of contact points. So when they contact me, I might just see it as a meeting showing up in my calendar. And I go into my CRM. Oh, who's this person? Oh, they come through that campaign. I don't even know who they are until they suddenly show up in my calendar. But 90% of sales are made on the 4th contact and up, but only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. Can you see there's a bit of a gap here? There's a little bit of missing elements in the converting clicks to customers. People don't follow up. So having a system that helps you follow up is super important. We do think that we remember everything, and we do actually not remember everything. Again, that is another thing that you can get a tool to help you with. Keep one of them. If you want it, here's a link. But I'm going to move on. I'm popping it down. You can always find that link asking for it later as well. Then we have, so I've been talking a lot about the different elements of converting clicks to customers, but I really want to include also wowing your customers, because you can get so much more business by wowing your customers. And wowing is something I picked up from Keep has this framework that we work with that is called lifecycle marketing, and the last one is called wowing your customers. Why should you do it? There's 2 ways to get business from existing business, and that is your client purchasing again, whatever it is. They can be doing second purchase, third purchase, whatever. The other one is them telling you their friends that they purchased from you. So I might be, oh, I'm looking for new tires for my car. And my friend said, oh yeah, I bought from that the Tiger Wheel and Tire down there. They're super nice on the service. You should go and check with them. I will go and check with them. I won't necessarily, people go on referrals because they want to, they don't want to build that trust again. They already trust the person that they asked. So there's 2 ways that is easy to get business from existing business. This is actually one of our biggest source of business in our business is referrals from existing clients. So they say, hey, this client just mentioned, by the way, do you want to have a chat about it? Yes, of course. You can, how do you do it to your customers? You can give them additional value to wow them. So you can't just give them what you promise. You want to give them more than what you said you're gonna give them. So you want to give, that could be more information. It can be sharing more knowledge. It can be another year's service on whatever you sold them. It can be add-on services for free, like that free mascara when you buy this body lotion. It can be availability. So it can be giving someone, one of our now I'm telling you though, but one of the things that we give as well when someone is buying a Keep license from us, for example, is that we give them a free one-on-one, because we know that it's important that we customize. It's, an app is just an app. It's how you use it and the power of using it that is the power of it. So you just buying Keep is not going to get you all the way, but by having one-on-one session where we really help you map out how to use this app for your specific business, that will generate a good relationship between us. We know that we set you up for success. You become more successful, and we do that as a gesture to make sure that you're successful. It's an additional value, and we will get other things, whatever is suitable to add additional value. Demonstrate authenticity. Add a personal note to each order. I know sometimes when you have a physical delivery, you can get this little personal note in it. Promptly respond to complaints is also a good way to improve your customer relationship, and always say thank you. We tend to forget to say enough thank you to our clients for being our clients. So say thank you. That is one of my favorite automations to do, is someone becomes a client and that triggers a set of actions that makes them feel like an amazing client. So that is really, really important. So I'm just added that in as a little bonus for you, just to make sure that you remember that. So a little tool as well to create to multiply the clicks into more customers. Again, is to ask for reviews and your referrals. And we're also mentioning in our toolbox. What do you need to do it? It's so awkward, in the middle of delivery, and you're like, oh, by the way, do you mind referring me? And do you think I'm good? No. It's so awkward. It's really, really awkward. So we like to automate this as well, of course. But the most important thing is that you do it. Follow up with your customers after the purchase. I'm going to show you, I think I have after the slide an example of how you can automate it as well. But segment your customers into unhappy and happy customers. It enables you to know who's happy and ask those people for recommendations. And it also enables you to figure out who's not that happy and follow up with them and improve your process. So it really helps you to figure out who's unhappy and who's happy. Then you trigger or you send them, if you don't automate, and because they became a customer, you ask them for a review. You might ask them for referrals, and you want to ask them for reviews on platforms where either you get the most customers or where they are the most active. So if you're getting all your clients from Twitter, then it's no point of getting those clients trying to ask them for reviews on Facebook. And why would you want reviews on Facebook anyway? Because you're getting all your clients from Twitter. So focus on the platforms where your customers are most active. If you don't know, Google is always a good thing, because people will probably Google you if they want to see what you're all about. We do recommend to automate it. Again, you don't have to, but it makes sure that it gets done. Referral campaigns, give the happy customers an incentive to refer you. It could be that they can get something more for free. Maybe they're just so happy with you that they do it anyway. But make sure you ask your happy customers to actually refer you to someone else. Did you know that? Do you have a friend where this could be relevant? Do you, in a nice way? It's not too awkward. And again, I like to have this automated for clients because it is really, really awkward. And you can decide on the text and you can just make it happen. So I really do recommend to automate. Here is an example of such automation. Hopefully you don't get too scared away. I'm going to talk you through it. When someone becomes a customer, again, that we send them 2 emails. You might see from the last one as well. We tend to send more than 1 email, because when you decide to send an email, it's not when your recipient decides that it's a good time for them to receive it. So that's why we send 2 emails. But if they click on we ask for feedback. If they click on the first email, they will not receive the second email. So it's the most important thing that we do ask for this. and we say, if you are a satisfied customer, then we do this and this and this. If they click on, let's jump to not satisfied customer, then we do this and this and this. So if they're not satisfied, so this is a client that we always give to new customers, so they can just implement this themselves. So if they're not happy, we immediately go into the customer service. We generate a task, a notification to ourselves. Hey, Paul was not happy with this and this. Please follow up with it and figure out what's wrong, and please improve our processes as well. If they are happy, we go straight, maybe, yeah, so glad you're happy with the services. Here is a free additional something. Why not? And by the way, we'd really appreciate a Google review. If you don't mind, here is a link. Give them the link. Don't make them go look for it. Give them the link where they need to do it. So there's an example of how that could look like as an automation. Just because they became a customer, this happens automatically, and I don't have to ask for it. That you don't have that awkward moment of, oh, must I ask for this now? Little bit of a summary of things that you can be using. You should be using, so for your ads, a lot of people know that they need to generate the clicks. So I'm not focusing too much in the summary on the clicks, because we generally know that we need to generate them, but we want to send them to a tailored landing page so that the messaging on the landing page reflects the messaging of the ad. We want to have a great lead magnet so that we can capture someone's details, so that we can go to step 3, have a targeted nurturing campaign. Having a CRM will help us to do this. A tool that can help us automate is fantastic, because then you don't have to think about it all the time. You can spend time on things that matters and let these processes run, and you can evaluate the process as you go. Then, as the bonus, get more business from your customers. Get those referrals. Get those extra customers. Get people to buy more. Really maximize everything that you can get out of the money that you spend on your advertising. We also recommend people to have the conversion process in place before pumping too much money into the ads. And that is because if not, you might be wasting your ad money because you don't have the system in place to convert. So focus on having a little bit. This doesn't have to be the perfect system, but start somewhere. Have the understanding of what you want to be doing, and start implementing some of those things. And then you can start to spend money on your ads. A little bit of life cycle marketing. I'm going to run through this. Can have a whole session on that as well. You generate, so this is what you should be focusing about. You generate new traffic. You capture leads from the current traffic as well, and that you're generating. Systemize sales conversion, nurturing, re-engage, make it easy to purchase, deliver and wow them, give something extra, upsell existing customers, and get referrals. So these are all the things that you should be doing. And then you, along with the way here, a little bit blue and a little bit red, these colors are all, this is capturing conversion and wowing. Nurturing should be both in the blue process and the red process. Here is how to prioritize the work. And if you want this slide, this is how we work with our clients, how we prioritize the work when we work with clients. So this is the secret sauce to what you should be doing when. You might have some of these in place. If you don't, you can just, so we normally work on this table and we look, what are you doing within these and these and these elements? And we map out where must you put in the effort to have the most impact on your marketing. First thing we do is we re-engage any existing lists. So we do go low-hanging fruit. What do you already have? Start to make more money out of that, so you can feed the process as we go. Then we look at immediately, do you have lead capture? Do you systemize your sales conversion? If we really go in and look at that, because if you're not capturing the leads, there's no point of trying to convert the leads. So we're looking at that. Then we immediately go and look at, how do you deliver? And you might think, yeah, but this has nothing to do with marketing. Yes, it has everything to do with marketing, because we can drive as much traffic and new business to your business as we want. But if you're really delivering, it's constantly going to be a battle to generate new business, new business, new business, new business, and you won't get the good reviews that will help us to generate the new business. So that's why we really focus on delivering a stellar customer experience. We ask for those referrals because we need them in our sales conversion. So we ask for that. We upsell to existing customers. We start looking at your purchasing process. And again, you might say, but that has nothing to do with the marketing. Yes, it has. Because if we're driving traffic to your purchase process and it's not working, we will still not get the results of generating customers. Then we look at all the different more longer nurturing, the various nurturing, not just immediate nurturing. What are you doing? How are you building a relationship? All the way at the end, we're ready to generate new traffic. Unfortunately, a lot of people start here. And that's where, again, the marketing gets a bad reputation. They start generating new traffic while they should be focusing on other elements. So that is the priority path. I'm wondering if this is my last slide. I'm going to let it be my last slide, regardless. I'm going to leave it up for a little bit because this is such an important part. If you want any of these slides in the end, just pop us a message. Let us know, because this is going to help you simplify the process. If you have any questions, again, you can contact us. If you want to put them in the comments, in the chat, we live from various platforms. So whichever platform that you logging in from, pop them there. If you're watching the replay, you can either pop them there or you can contact us. You will clearly find us because we're online and you found this video. So just be in touch with us. I can put up a handle. This is our handle on various channel. Find 3 with the digit 3 marketing, and you will find us there for any questions that you might have. And with that, if there's no immediate questions on that, I will take this down just so that I can come and say I wish you all the best in the journey of implementing some of this stuff. If you have any questions about implementations, we do this all the time. If you have any questions about the tools, the techniques, what you need to do, any of the resources that are shown today, please do not hesitate to ask questions. And with that, I wish you a fantastic day further.